travelers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a Puerto Rico video. So my best friend Hannah and I went to Puerto Rico in July, and it was so amazing. It was a really fun girls trip, and we based our trip out of San Juan. Because our trip was only about 5-6 days, we decided to have a base and just do day trips out of that location, so it was a little bit easier for us to handle, and also because as much as we wanted to see all of Puerto Rico, we just simply did not have the time. However, we fell in love with it, and we know we will be back. However, I did want to come here today and share with you guys some day trip ideas. San Juan is the location that everyone flies into to get to the island. This is going to be your main hub, and obviously San Juan is really big. Most people stay in Old San Juan just because those are the city with like all the beautiful buildings and the restaurants and things like that, but there's a lot of different places to stay in San Juan. However, I highly suggest if you're going to be going to Puerto Rico and basing your trip out of San Juan, please, please, please go out and see some of the other parts of the island. It's so easy to get to, whether you're driving or going to take a tour bus. There's so much to see. I did want to mention before we started to get into this video that there was one day trip that we sadly missed out on that we are very, very sad, but it just fuels us to go back. We had booked a El Yunque rainforest tour. If it rains pretty heavily, sometimes that can raise the water and make it a little bit dangerous to go to. The day that we had like blocked out for that tour, we unfortunately did have to cancel because of rain, which in hindsight I would have had an extra day at the end to make sure to change this too, but of course our trip was a lot shorter and we just did not have the time to do it. But if you can, definitely put that on your list. Highly, highly suggest to do that. I'm gonna go into our first day. So our first day, we decided to head to a cave called Cueva Ventana, and I'm gonna roll some clips so you guys can see our experience at this cave. Alright guys, here's our first stop of the day. We're stopping at this little juice bar breakfast place called Panakia. We are in, which town are we in, Hannah?
Close to Vega Baja.
We're close to Vega Baja, which by the way is where Bad Bunny is from, so if you're a Bad Bunny fan. But we're gonna go get breakfast. I kind of demolished this already, but here's my omelet. Alright guys, welcome to Cueva Ventana. If you don't know Spanish, Cueva Ventana means cave window. So obviously this doesn't look like a cave window, but we did just park in the parking lot. We're about to walk into the tour, but apparently it's this really picturesque place to see the mountains in Puerto Rico, and it's this cave that has this little window in it. So I'm really excited to see this in person, so let's go. Guys, they gave us a hard hat. So I feel very official. I think I'm going actual caving. Probably not, but it's super funny. Does that look cute?
Fotos con flash dentro de la cueva, hacia donde vamos, donde está la famosa vista de la ventana, ahí sí podemos tomar fotos con flash.
On the tour.
Un lugar oscuro, pero vamos a ver si podemos desactivar esa parte, ¿verdad? Se llama cueva clara por las tres rocas botando agua. Así se tuvo que haber hace mucho. She's not even Puerto Rican, but she loves Puerto Rico. She adopted Puerto Rico as her home.
So Cueva Ventana was so cool. I highly suggest it. It's absolutely beautiful. The tour was absolutely amazing, and you definitely have to go if you're in this area. After we went to the cave, we also stopped at this little restaurant on the side of the road, which was super yummy. Alright, we just got finished at Cueva Ventana, so we're stopping at this little restaurant on the side of the road. It's called Della's Barbecue, so I'm excited to see. Excited to eat. After we got something to eat, we decided to head to a place called Manatí. So Manatí and Cueva Ventana is only about 30 minutes away from each other, and I highly suggest going to both if you can and you're in the area, just because there's so many wonderful things to see. So Manatí is an area that is well known for its very fun and cool beaches. There's a few different beaches, but we actually went to a specific beach. So we actually went to a beach called Mar Chiquita, and this was a beautiful beach. It's kind of shaped as a horseshoe, and there's like these rock edges that you can walk on top of. So I'm gonna show some clips now of our experience at Mar Chiquita. Bumpy roads. There's the ocean. The beach. Did you know that?
I've never taken it.
Alright friends, welcome to Mar Chiquita. This is the beach in Manatí. It is shaped like a horseshoe, you can see behind me. And we are sitting under these palm trees. It's very windy today, just because there's been some storms coming through, but we're really excited to be here, so let's go enjoy the beach, okay? Alright friends, we are back in the car. We just had a wonderful day of adventure, great food, the beach. This is a great day trip option if you guys are in San Juan and you're wanting to see a little bit more of Puerto Rico. And honestly, we barely touched the surface of what is in Arecibo and Manatí. There's so much to see and do here. So many little beaches and coves and outdoor adventures, like waterfalls and things like that. We got so many ideas from some local people to come back to next time. So we're really excited about that. So there you have it. There is one really good itinerary for a day trip outside of San Juan. So I'm gonna go ahead to our next idea for a day trip out of San Juan. So the next day we decided to get into the car and head to Luquillo. Luquillo is about an hour-ish, maybe a little bit less from San Juan, and it's known for its beautiful beaches, and boy, did we see some beautiful beaches. Something that I suggest to do is to go get some lunch and then just beach hop. We ended up going to so many different beaches. today we are doing beach hopping in Luquillo. This is just about an hour outside of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and great for a day trip if you want to get out of the city. So we are super excited to be here. The beach is stunning. This is our first stop. This is Luquillo Beach. This is where a lot of families and jet skis and things like that are set up, but it's super beautiful. So we're just gonna sit here for a while and then hop on to our next beach. We are eating lunch right now on Luquillo Beach, and I'm eating plantains, which I'm very excited about. But we are hungry, we're eating, and then we're going to the beach. Yes. Alright guys, we are heading to our next beach, and what is the next beach called? I don't know. Okay, to be determined, but we're heading to the next beach, and I think it's Playa Azul, or is it Playa La Pared? La Pared. Off we go. Alright guys, we made it to our next beach. We have a couple different beaches around us. Playa Azul is the one that we're on, but Playa Pared is behind us. It's kind of this big line of just different little coves and beaches, but personally, this is my favorite because look at the palm trees. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's so picturesque and the water is stunning. So I'm really excited to be here. Something to be aware of is that the weather can change in an instant. So it was a little bit cloudy earlier and actually sprinkling, and now it's sunny and stunning. So just be prepared for all weathers when you come to Puerto Rico, as is all Caribbean islands are the same, but just something to remember. There were so many beautiful beaches. I honestly could not pick which one was my favorite. However, they were all so lovely and beautiful. This is a really good area to go if you just want a really beautiful beach day to relax, sit on the beach, go swimming, play with your kids, or hang out with your husband, wife, whatever it is. So there you have it guys. Those are a few day trip ideas out of San Juan. Obviously, we only went for about 6-7 days, so if we had way more time, we would see a lot more of the island, but I know that not everyone has that much time to spare. I totally wish we could go on vacation and spend weeks and weeks and weeks, but reality is we just can't. So I hope that you guys can use your time wisely and see some of the island. Obviously there's so much more to see, but at least this gives you a good idea on where to start, and I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye and happy travels.